We live on it? Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, what is up? This is Olivia Igwe coming live from London. If you guys are watching me on a replay, drop me a hashtag style. Y'all know the drill. I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn also at the same time. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So if I'm looking all over the place, it's just because we're on 4 different platforms. So 3 different phones. I'm actually going to turn my computer just the sound off. If not, it's going to make a lot of sound. Today we're going to be talking about how to, I thought called to just talk to you guys. I know I talk about like the supplements. Hey, so cute, Sasha, Kiara, Andy. I know I talk all about, the supplements, how to make money on social media, the confidence and stuff. But sometimes I want to just inspire you guys on how if a door closes, if something is not open and you're fighting for it, I just want to give you a bit of inspiration. Because I tend to fuel and go live what feels right. And Saturday is not convenient to go live. Like, why would you go live when everybody's maybe partying, because it's really gorgeous here in the UK? But sometimes in the midst of the darkness is a couple of things. And I was inspired today by hey T, hey Andy, my love. When we had an event today in the city, and it turned out not bad. It turned out really not bad. But my expectation sometimes is a little bit higher than what I want it to be, right? My expectation sometimes is like, oh, it should be this, and it's not this, right? Because I just have high expectation of life. Maybe is it because of my of my background, or because like that's just who I am. But I realized that through time, you have to expect the best of yourself, and also know that not everybody will have the same level, not have the same energy, will not have the same anointment, the same hunger as anybody else. And that's okay. You've got to understand sometimes it does not make sense. And if a door closes, if a situation doesn't happen the way you want it to happen, it's generally because it's a closed door, which is God's protection, whatever you want to believe. I'm not here to bring it for you, although I am Christian, but whatever the universe, whatever you believe in, some doors are meant to be closed. Some doors are not meant to be open because there's a lock. And it may be that you're not ready for it. It may be that in the season that you're at right now, you need to work on something more than spend more time with friends. Excuse me. You may need to spend more crafting in the season and shaping and molding. And I heard this. The reason why there's discomfort in where you are is because greatness doesn't like comfort. Greatness doesn't like to be in the same place. I got something in my voice, in my throat, and I can't seem to take it out. In this season of you being reshaped, remolded, it means that you need to go into working more on yourself. We always say different levels, different devils, right? If life was just like this, it wouldn't be fun. Now, I'm not saying life should be up and down, up and down, up and down. At some point, yes, I get it, but sometimes you got to roll with the punches. My workout during CrossFit, like the last couple of weeks, I haven't really been able to do like a power clean, clean and jerk, right? I've been stuck at the same weight, and it's kind of frustrating because in the midst of all of it, it's because one, I'm not sleeping correctly. I'm not eating as much as I should. And on top of that, I'm not giving myself grace. I'm not recovering correctly. Now, I'm giving you the example of CrossFit, but I could give you anything else. In a season, for example, where you don't have somebody in your life and you're craving somebody, maybe that person that you're craving isn't ready for you. So you got to work more on yourself. You got to work more on, I got to shape and mold the season that I'm in because I got to get better at, I don't know, getting up on social media. I got to get better at, interacting. I got to get my finances better. I've got to get better at talking with people. I got to get better at skills. I don't care what it is. Sometimes in the season where you think that it's like this, God, whatever you want to believe, is going to just punch you in the face and say, hey, look, no, I'm going to move you into something else. I'm going to shape you into something else, right? Hey, Amber. I'm going to mold you into who I want, because if I give you to something else, it's not going to weigh correctly. In life, there's always a season where you're going to maybe, and this season could be maybe a year, could maybe 2 years, could be maybe 3 years, could be maybe 4 years. And for you, it's heavy. You're like, bro, this is long. Like, how long do I have to go through this? Like, are you serious? But it's not on your timing. It's on God's timing. And what is time? Because you're looking at everybody else. You're looking at what, Joe Schmo here on the side is doing, and Sierra on that side, and Kiara on this, and Jonathan on there, and Elizabeth on here, and Francesca on here, because you're looking at what they're doing. And if you just focused on your path at getting better, at doing one thing, one step, one more every time, you would get better. But because you're not diligent in knowing that in the greatness, you have to go, if you want to get through greatness, you have to go through discomfort. You have to go through discomfort. Discomfort is where it is. Discomfort is the place where you're going to be shaped. You're going to be molded. You're going to be maneuvered into that bowl, which is going to make you great, but you sometimes need to be shifted. It's not convenient when things don't work out in your favor. It's not convenient when it's not working out. It's not convenient when you're like, oh, Lord, like I really want this. You said it was supposed to be for me. Hey, Luxline. But sometimes, God, universe, whatever you want to believe, I don't care. TikTok, I'm going to leave the live, Insta, Facebook, and YouTube so you guys can watch it. You can rewatch it there. But sometimes when a door is closed, it's God's protection. And you may not understand it straight away, Hannah. You may not understand it, Andy. You may not understand it, Sasha. You may not understand it, Francesca. You may not understand it, Sarah. You may not understand it at all. Why? And I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's funny because sometimes you have great conversations with people that are complete strangers. And I was talking to this person, and I was telling her about my life. For the ones that don't know, the last 7 months, I was in a relationship for like 7 years, and the person that I was dating just said after 7 years, look, I don't think we're made for it. We're not made to be together. We just don't connect. It's just I'm not in love with you anymore, and whatever, right? So 7 years, and you're like, okay, wow, we have to live for the next 2 months together. I have to find a flat. I have to move out. I have to close all the accounts. We have a lot of things. We have a lot of stuff that we've built up over the last 7 years, right? Okay, fine. You get over it. And for some reason, I was talking to her about it. And I'm like, I have no idea why I'm talking to you about this. And I'm talking to you in Italian. I have no idea why, but I felt like the spirit within me I had to share. I don't know why. And I was like, I was looking at myself. I'm like, why, Olivia, you telling your life story to a total stranger? Like, what is going on, Hannah? What is going on, Andy? What is going on? Like, are you okay? Anyways, long story short, fast forward through the conversation. And about 6-7 minutes in, the person tells me, my husband, same thing, has let me go after 26 years, saying that he wanted to be free. And I am like, oh my days. I am comparing my life to something that is mundane, but this person lived 26 years with somebody, Joy, Teku, Andy, Francesca, 26 years. And the person said, I don't want to live with you anymore, so I want to be free. And in that moment, we had both chaotic stories, right? 2 chaotic sort of moments. But it's only for a season. Pain is only for a season. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying pain goes. It hurts when somebody doesn't love you anymore. It hurts when you love somebody and they're not on this planet Earth anymore. It hurts when, somebody said they're going to do business with you, but they say no, they don't want to. Or, somebody you get along really, really well. The energy, it gets really great, but the person says, I don't have time for you. I can't find time for you. It hurts when you feel that there's a potential, but the other person isn't ready. Or you see the potential in the opportunity, you see the potential in anything else, but it's not weighing. There's just like, there's a disconnect. It hurts. And that's where God's protection comes in, because you're going to have to stick with the process of focusing on what God has called you to do. Okay, Olivia, great. How'd you do that? You go down and back to developing the skills of what is required to be a better human being. What are the healing parts in my body, in my soul, that I need to overcome? The trauma, maybe the fact that, and I even saw that with one thing that I came the other day, is my default is I tend to think that what I think. When I say I don't like something, I expect you to know why I don't like it. But because in my assumption, I believe that you should know what I am thinking. But not everybody is in my mind, Olivia, so people don't know. And so my default is I don't communicate enough. There's not enough words that come out of my mouth where I'm like, this is what it is, and this is how it takes. Because I don't communicate as good as I should, right? So my default is like, oh, I expect you to know that I'm actually not happy about the situation. So I'm going to let it slide, but you can see by my face I'm not happy. No, Olivia, I'm going to tell you in your face, I'm actually not happy about this decision, because I don't want it this way, and I want it another way. And in that, Prince Jano, to Andy, you got to understand that you're going to have to develop skills. Just like, Jafar, when he opens up and he's like Aladdin with all the gifts, when he opens his arms, like, which one do you want, right? You're going to have to get better at sticking to the process. You're going to have to get better at sticking to things that make maybe no sense to other people, but sticking to what you want. So if you guys don't know, I sell the supplements, right? And somebody was telling me, and I know I repeat myself, but not everybody is also online. Somebody was telling to me that, oh, thanks for the follow, was telling me the fact that, the supplements that I sell is great, but it's like, you could do something else, right? Like, I see much more many gifts, and this is a business person. And I told the person, I said, halt, cut, whatever the cut is. I said, I don't take advice from, I don't take advice from someone that has not done or has not tried my drink or has not tried what I've tried. Why? Because you can't talk about something that you never tried. I don't take advice from somebody that has not done what I've done. And so my position and my boundaries as God closes doors is, I love you, I appreciate you, but I'm not taking advice from you because you have not done and you've not even tried the drink. So don't talk to me about what I should be doing when you haven't even tried what I've tried. And I say this with love, but that makes me even more anchored into getting better at developing my skills and developing and sticking to the process of what God has called me to do. But what has God called you to do? Have you written that book? Have you started your business? If you don't have, then you haven't done, maybe it's time for you to look into the network marketing game. Network marketing is not just about earning an extra income. It's also about learning skills. It's about having products at a discounted price. It's about a business model, learning how to talk to people, getting more skills, getting better at who you are, being a better human being, learning skills that, nobody can buy and nobody can buy. But because you got to stick to the process. What is your process in the season? Can you imagine next week we're already in June? Is it next week? We're already in June, guys. Like 6 months. Can you imagine? I was whipping myself. No, I wasn't whipping myself. I was just like, yo, time has flown by. But at the same time, it hasn't flown by. I'm like, I've not done what I was supposed to do. I need to refocus. But what can you refocus in this season of the closed doors? The door of the person that ignored you, the door of the person that doesn't want to live with you, the door of the person that doesn't want to do business with you, the door that's whatever it is. What is it that you can shift today in your life in getting to your skills of what you need to do? What is it? I can't tell you. I'm not going to have to tell you. I cannot tell you because I don't know. I'm not God. Go and figure out whatever you need to figure out, what you need to do in your life. But for me, it's to talk to the multicultural, the multi-ethnic, to have them earn an extra income by the simple business model, which is the network marketing game, by them looking good, feeling good from the inside to the outside. It is working. The UK market is probably maybe the toughest one, but it does not matter. I am not going anywhere. But what will that be for you? It's not this is like my vision, but what is your vision? What is your gift? And TikTok, I'll leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube so you can watch it there. So don't worry. You're welcome, Meki. My vision is maybe different from yours. That's okay. But how can you encompass it in where you're wanting to go? Life is so beautiful when you get to decide your own. Today I was at the event. We did the event with the Fitline event. We were talking about body, mind, and soul. And Sharon was there. And she was looking at me. She said, 365 days ago, I decided to this is my anniversary for the company. I'm like, yo, go you. She's like, 365 days ago, I decided to take care of my health because I always had like a weak immune system. And now you can see her face. She's just smiling. She's just so happy about life. And so I just celebrated her. I'm like, this is awesome. This is so cool. But and we came back to this conversation because she made a decision. What decision are you going to make that's going to shift your mind? What decision are you going to shift and take that is going to own you? What is it? I can't take it for you. I'm glad I took the decision 4 years ago to show up on social media and to be consistent and to go hard, like just to talk about the products, to build the team, to just get better at skills, to be able to talk on stage, because I decided at some moment, I decided enough is enough. And you can't stop a woman that's on a mission. Just like a man that's on a mission, that has a dream, that has let him go. Let him do it. Life, and there's a lot of people that will say, yeah, we'll complain about life. But if you just decide to take ownership of your own life, the driver of your seat, the driver of that BMW, when you get into the car, you put on the ignition and it goes vroom, vroom, like that car that's just super low. And you hear the ignition, you put the car, well, now I don't know if you can put it in automatic. Well, it's mainly automatic now. It's not like in first. But you put the car in first gear. You move kind of slow. Then you get onto the set of traffic lights. You put it into the second. You put it into the third. Then you put it into the fourth. And then you start getting onto the motorway. And then you put it into the fifth. And then you put it into the sixth. Like, how does that feel? To be the driver of your own car. And having, I don't know, somebody on the side that will drive you to get to the other side. Because you're the decision maker of your life. But in those, you need to have God's protection, whatever you believe. When I say God's protection, use whatever you want, universe, whatever. But the protection comes when you know your gift inside of you that you're like, I'm going to do it regardless if you like me or not. I'm going to do it regardless. And you can keep on watching me, baby. I'll still be here in the next 5-6 years. It's funny because today at the event, when we were talking about body, mind, and soul, I was part of the founders, the UK. So we opened for the ones that don't know, we opened the UK market with the supplements. And it's been 2-3 years. So the market is still very small, still very just still growing. And when I look back at the market, and when I look back and I see some people are not in there. And just like anything that you start, for example, when you start a business, and you realize that your business partner wasn't there anymore, or you start something like your first relationship, you're not with the same person, is because you've evolved. You're in a season where you need to be reshaped because greatness has to go through discomfort. Greatness has to go through discomfort. In order for you to get onto the other side, you have to go through discomfort. It's painful when somebody says they don't want to be with you anymore. It's painful when you know the person that is really good for you and you guys are like 2 peas in a pod, but the person is not ready for you. So you've got to let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. It hurts. Or it hurts when somebody says no to your opportunity or to your business, but you know they need the product because they look dull and rusty and crusty from the inside out. But you can't force people because you can't bring a horse to the water and have the horse drink, or whatever it is, the saying that they say. You got to let it go. But how'd you let it go? By being in the season that you're like, okay, this is not working. Let me focus on things that I can control. I can control on the process. I can control on the reach outs that I'm going to do. I can control on the bit, like getting better at my core skills. I can get better at maybe my follow-ups. I can get better at things that may be mundane. That's one of the reasons why I love sales, is because sales doesn't care about the sales that you made yesterday, right? Yeah, cool. I made 50 pounds yesterday. We're selling the supplements. Woo! Right? And people say, yeah, but I can't make an extra income using social media. My love. Okay, you can. You just got to be smart about it. Hey, Shil, thank you for the likes. So when people say, yeah, network marketing doesn't work, my love, it does work. Like, let's be realistic. It's just you don't want to put in the work. That is different. But that is another subject for another day. You put in the effort that it does. Now, it's sales. Meaning, what does sales mean? Meaning that you have to get better at your craft. You got to get better at your skills. You got to get better at talking to people. You got to get better at my chapter 88 is different from your chapter 8. My chapter 2 or your chapter 2 is different from my 111. You can't compare zucchini and courgettes or cucumber and zucchini because they look the same, but they're different. The taste is different. Not that I'm comparing it to zucchini or a courgette, cucumber and zucchini, same thing, right? But I want you to understand we're all different in different levels of our seasons. But you get better. Sorry, Insta. You get better at your craft, right? You get better all the time, right? What we practice, we get better at. I wouldn't be great at doing athletics and rugby and CrossFit had I not practiced. I wouldn't have gotten all those medals had I not practiced. But you got to get better at sticking to the process. What is it that you need to do every single day to get better? I can't tell you what it is because I ain't your coach. I am not the one to tell you. I don't know what you need to get better. Some of y'all need discipline. Some of y'all need to get into the gym, first of all. You know why God can't bless you with new beginnings of new things? Is because you're not even going to take care of your temple. I said it. God can't even bless you with the new beginnings because you're not even taking care of your body. Taking care of your body takes body, mind, and soul. The reason you're not fit is because you don't want to take yourself to the gym. So how can God bless a body of temple if you're not even going to take care of it? Just saying. The reason why I work out is just because, hey, Shavana, the reason I work out, it's not because, yes, I wanted to look good naked, right? Perfect. You guys get that. But I wanted to do it because falling in love with the process of not seeing the results straight away, just like in business, I have to fall in love with getting better at skills. I have to. I have to get better at loving the skills. Let me go for this walk. Chill. Go for the walk and do it every single day. I want you to start, and this is stick to the process. I don't care what you guys do, but the consistency and the confidence will come when you do the thing that is mundane. It's not convenient for me to go to CrossFit at 8 a.m. and when I have to wake up at 7, leave the home at 7:30, 30 minutes to get to walk, to go there, work out, do a disgusting workout, and then come back home. It's not convenience. But I said, I have to work out 3 times a week. And I do CrossFit. Like, you guys have seen probably my body. If you haven't seen like TikTok, you probably see, because like I'll leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube. But if you watch me on my Insta page, you guys can see, and I strategically put it there. You guys can see my body. Although that one was like 3-4 years ago, so I'm a much more linear. But you don't need to go every single day to work out. You can just go once or 3 times and just set it. I was telling a girlfriend that just tried the drink, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm Superman, but like I can focus." And I was like, "I just want you to commit to going to the gym twice a week. Chill. Can you go just walk for like once a week, twice a week? Andy, can you do that? Siobhan, can you do that? Can you just go commitly just for like once and just and that's it?" Ciao, Rora. I just want you guys to commit. That's all I want. Just want you to commit. Because if you commit to just sticking to the process, I kid you not, it will work so much worse. But it will not happen if you don't show up, if you're not okay with sometimes in the season, you're going to be reshaped, remolded. But you'll develop the skills that will get you better and better and better who you are. Hey, Enzo, you don't get a six-pack abs if you don't work out and if you don't take care of your nutrition. You guys have seen the body that I have. I work out, I do CrossFit, I take the supplements. They're the best on the market. I don't even know why you guys are not taking it. Like, hello? Are you guys okay? Are you guys serious? They'll help you fuel. They'll help you with the focus, the concentration, the energy. But they won't help if you're not willing to change. So my wish for you guys is that you stick to the process. And I know we're in June. So what is it, Christine? What is it, Georgia? What is it, Leah? What is it, Enza? What is it, Siobhan? What is it, Andy? What is it, Kiara? That you guys are going to stick to every single day and you won't give up. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Remember to be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. If you guys don't know, I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn at the same time. So if that's something for you, like, look, I need an extra 500 pounds or to 1,000 pounds or even more, that's really up to you. You can just message me, #hybrid. But fall in love with the process. And I know I talk about that all the time, but fall in love with the results by putting in the results. You'll get it back. I swear, I kid you not. You'll get back what God will give you, but you won't get back if you don't put it in. Okay? Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.